Hello everyone and welcome back to this edition of the Lynn Lowdown. Today we welcome on the Wyoma Lions Club and their president. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to hear about it. We were even talking before this whole thing started and I'm really excited to just jump right in. So this is one chapter of the Lions Club. There are so many across Massachusetts, across the country. But for people who maybe are unfamiliar with it, what is your mission? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, we're here to support the community, make a better community. And we do that locally, we do that nationally, but also internationally. So in total, we have 1.4 million members worldwide. If you then look towards here in Lynn, we have 3 clubs in Lynn. Wyoma Lions Club is one of the 3 clubs. Mm-hmm. We have about 45 members and we're growing. And again, our mission is really to support the community with a variety of things. It's not just one thing, but it could be nature, it could be hunger, it could be supporting children. We have many missions that we have in order to support the community.
Even just looking through it, you work with shelters, you work with food pantries, you work getting supplies for children, humanitarian needs. There's so many that you go through. And I know that you mentioned there were 3 main ones actually coming up in May that you wanted to touch on. So did you maybe want to start with those?
Yeah, absolutely. We have the Memorial Tree event. Every year we go towards Lynn Common. We, in memory of those who are fallen either during war or service are memorized there. It's an important event for us. We list their names. There's a whole ceremony. The ROTC is there. They do an amazing job supporting us during that event. We gong the bell, if you will, and the names of people are also listed then on boards the week before and the week after during that event.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing event. And now you're bringing it back to in person, because you said during COVID you had to go virtual, but now people can come out again and see.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we welcome all people to come there, either in service of memory of relatives, or just to see how the whole event is going, for sure.
And another one you did mention, that's on Memorial Day, correct?
Yeah, we're doing it on the 24th actually. It's the Saturday before. Yeah.
Okay, so just before it. Another one you mentioned too was you're going to be going to a shelter in Lynn, helping them with the cleanup as well.
Yeah, so we have a good partnership with the Lynn Shelter Association, and one of their 3 houses. Several years back, we cleaned up their yard, and then we put a playground in place for the children. And that's really one of the projects that we're really passionate about. So every spring we go back, we clean, we put in new mulch, sometimes we stain, and we make sure that the slide and the swing and everything works again for the children. Like the children come from a stressful situation, right, and we want to make sure that they have a playground and they can at least enjoy themselves there. So what?
I saw the pictures on the website too, and it was really impressive what you did, the way you did it all, and it looks great. It looks like just an awesome place for them to go and just be kids. Right?
Yeah, totally. And they need that, right? It's really important for us. And so that's one of the things that we do with Lynn Shelter Association. There are some other things that we do together. We work on for children that are going towards school. We do backpacks during the back-to-school period, and so there's many different initiatives that we have.
Another initiative too in surrounding kids is one you mentioned to me too, where you actually go and help build beds for children who may not have them.
Yeah, totally, really important. And I think this speaks towards one of the things that I'm personally really passionate about. Like it's for sure, we are the Lions Club, and we have our own initiatives, right, but we don't stand alone. We work together with other organizations as well, and this is a perfect example of it. So the Rotary Club in Linfield is organizing an event where they build beds for children. So children in Massachusetts without a bed, we are building beds for that. And so we have a group of 16 people that I think next week is going to help with that event. And like, even if you think about it for a moment, like children without a bed, like that it still exists. So those are the type of things that we feel really, okay, there's a need, an alliance should help. And that's really, when you ask me about the mission, some organizations have it really defined. For us, it's more broader than that. Like, we want to make the community better. We want to address the needs that are out there.
You serve because you want to help other people address the needs that are most present at the moment, and those can always change and pivot depending on what's happening in the world.
Yeah, 100%. And I think perfect example was last Saturday. So as you know, we had the brush fires in the fall in Lynn Woods. And so I'd reached out towards the ranger, was it like a month back, hey, is there any needs that you have based on those brush fires? And he said, yes, absolutely. We want to get the roads clean because they need to be regraded to get ready for the spring season. So we had organized an event. We didn't forecast the weather. Unfortunately, it was raining. But we had 25 people coming, and really, like, hard work was being done. The roads were clean again, ready to be regraded, and like people like move trees around and branches around and make sure that it was in great shape. And like, for me personally, it's like what's driving me. It's like just seeing these people, regardless of the rain, just like going for it and getting these roads clean. It's amazing, and that drives me. That creates really. Then I feel really passionate about the work that we're doing.
Yeah, see, people they go for it. Doesn't matter it's raining, doesn't matter what else is happening. These other people who are passionate, they're helping, they're doing this. And like you said, those fires happened last fall, and they're still cleaning up from it. It's going to take
100%.
Such a long period of time to...
Yeah, we have one ranger. He's responsible for the whole territory. So, and I didn't realize that before I reached out to him. Now we have a better understanding, and we talked to the ranger and said, well, we'll be back. And we pick a date that it's not raining, for sure, Yeah,
pick a day where that's happening. And you were even showing the pictures of the way that the trees were burning. It almost looked black inside, which I can't even fathom how that happened, like burn inside. But so... always just, you said, learning more about the work you do and partnering. Like, that's such a powerful piece of it. You said you can't do everything by yourself, but there's so many other organizations you can partner with who are doing such great work, and I think you're a great example of that. Yeah,
the food pantry is another example. So we work together with one of the, I think, 4 food pantries in Lynn. And we're helping them every second Friday to bring in the food. It comes from Boston. It's a truck full, and a number of us help them to unload the truck and get it ready for people to pick up. And again, like, we could have done something by ourselves, but we much rather work with other organizations and then jointly solve the problem and address the needs in the community.
Yeah, jointly doing something a little bit larger.
Right.
Kind of streamlining.
Yep.
And I said, in that respect, I gotta say, your eyeglass donation initiative is very impressive, because you were even saying you ship them not just here, but international.
Yeah, 100%. So many people know the Lions Club. Hey, what's the Lions Club? People know it from, aren't you the people that are like collecting the eyeglasses? And so that's been historically one of the important projects, and we're still doing that. So definitely don't throw away your eyeglasses, but reach out to us, and we'll be happy to pick them up, or you can bring them to us. But we collect them here in Lynn. Then we bring them towards another Lions Club in Lexington. They're working together with a local school. They're cleaning the eyeglasses. Then they're going to Lawrence, and then they're actually measured so that they know wherever we ship them the strength of the eyeglasses. And then based on needs, they're being shipped out. And yes, for sure, they're going here domestically, but they're also being shipped out internationally to Africa, for instance, or to Southern America, towards wherever there's a need. We'll make sure that we work then together with a local eye doctor, and when he prescribes, he can immediately give them the right glass.
That's an incredible initiative. It is amazing. And you mentioned about if anyone has eyeglasses, they can pick them up. Another thing that I know you wanted to mention before we wrapped up was if anyone wants to become a member or anyone wants to get more involved, how would they go about doing that in any of these ways?
Yeah, totally. We always look for people who are passionate about helping the community. For us, we welcome people to come towards one of our meetings. We always meet on Tuesdays. Reach out on our website, and we would welcome you towards our meeting. And I think that speaks even more towards people. Come towards one of the initiatives that we have when we're doing this cleanup in towards the woods, or having another project. We have so many different projects, and work there. And I think for us, it's not so much that we want new members to help with the initiatives that we already have. We welcome new members with new ideas.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to become stale. We don't, like the projects that I mentioned, some of those projects we've never, like the cleanup of Lynn Woods, we've never done that before. This was first time. And so we are constantly also, as the needs of the community change,
right.
We as Lions also want to change and make sure that we continue to support in the right way and have the right priorities. And I think new members would be a great way to get that continuous insight. So yes, absolutely welcome. Come towards see our website, and then come towards one of the meetings.
Yeah, perfect. You can definitely see how passionate you are about it when you're speaking about it, and that always comes across. And I do have to wrap up in a moment, but was there anything else you wanted to mention that I had not touched upon?
No, I think you covered everything. Thank you so much.
All right, great. I like that answer. We did it. We nailed it in one take.
Totally.
All right, but I just want to thank you so much for coming on, talking about all these amazing initiatives, and really, you are welcome back on here anytime.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. And once again, I'm Danny Vittori. This has been the Lynn Lowdown, and we will see you next week with more guests.